Hey Flash fans, what is up? My name is BobaTalks and welcome to this Flash Season 4 Episode 22 trailer breakdown. Now, if you're new to this channel, just want to get this out of the way first. What I do is I react to the trailer first, so I watch it along with you guys. I haven't seen it yet, but then I break it down immediately afterwards. But anyway, before I actually get into watching the trailer and then breaking it down, if you're new to this channel and you want to see more Flash videos just like this, not only reviews, breakdowns, but other videos and on other shows, why not subscribe to this channel with notifications turned on so you never miss out on a single video? And also, if you do actually find yourself liking this video at any point, enjoying it whatsoever, hit that like button as it really does help this video out and the channel out. So thank you. I really appreciate that. So the synopsis for episode 22, Think Fast, is as follows. When DeVoe assaults an Argus facility to complete his enlightenment machine, Barry realizes the only way he can stop him is if he allows Cisco and Caitlin to accompany him into the facility. Still shaken by Ralph's death, Barry isn't sure he wants to risk any more of his friends' lives and considers taking on DeVoe solo. Okay, so very interesting. I think we've learned before what happens when you take on DeVoe solo, but I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see. I guess at this point it's desperation for the Flash. So yeah, let's roll this trailer, guys, and let's watch it together first before we freaking get into that breakdown.
We've got 12 hours until the Enlightenment.
People will become curious again, and I will be there to teach them.
I can't do this by myself. Train us. Bring us into Flashtime with you.
Oh, wow.
Is that lightning about to hit me? You're not ready to use Flashtime.
What are you willing to do for the world?
We deserve to make the choice to be a hero.
And God said, let there be light.
The Flash.
What?
This Tuesday at
No
8
way.
Central on the CW.
Okay, to put it bluntly, guys, shit is getting real on the Flash now. As Cisco said, we have got 12 hours until the Enlightenment plan begins. Stuff is going to get crazy in these last two episodes. It's going to be mad. It really is. And I think it's safe to say, surely, that these episodes are going to be what I really love about the Flash show. I mean, obviously I'm talking about it's not going to be the cringy, really humorous stuff. The stakes are going to be high. So it's going to be kind of the weight of the world on Team Flash's shoulders. And that is what I love best about this show. So I'm just so ramped up for these final episodes. It's going to be really cool. Really cool. Now, as I've said, and I know a lot of people don't agree with this or like do not like DeVoe so much, but I like how he's a relatable person and he came from his villainy kind of comes from a decent beginning, or almost kind of, and he's just like, even though it is kind of twisted, it is most dangerous when a villain thinks they're doing the right thing rather than a villain just destroying things. When they think they're doing the right thing, they're more dangerous, they're more motivated. And that is DeVoe in a nutshell, as we've learned this season. So when he says that people will become curious again and I will be there to teach them, that is just mad. Like, obviously that's what he wants to do, reboot the brains. He wants people to kind of go beyond, you know, putting their nose in their phones, technology, whatever, all kinds of things that go wrong with technology in his mind and even Marlise's mind up until a point from what we learned in the flashbacks recently. But now, you know, he's just like, yeah, people are going to become curious again and I'll be there to teach them. So he's going to be there to enlighten their minds when they're rebooted to the way he thinks people should be thinking on planet Earth now. Now, I'm sure that moment when Barry is actually, I believe, in the presence of DeVoe is just one of those run-ins that they probably have in the episode and he will just kind of disappear. And he's just like, oh my God, we need to sort this out. And that's where we see in the trailers, like, I cannot do this by myself. And a big part of this trailer, obviously, is the Flash, Team Flash kind of teaming up together. Even though the synopsis states that Barry wants to do it himself, especially as he's shaken out by Ralph's death, which is impacting his decision to go solo. Cisco, as we clearly see in this trailer a little bit later on, is like, we deserve to make the choice to be heroes ourselves, not you, Barry. They, you know, I get where Barry's coming from, but I get where Cisco's coming from together. It's going to have to be a group effort, like everyone ride and die, or none at all. But yes, a huge part of this training, and I love the line where Cisco says, you know, train us, bring us into Flash time with you. So obviously, what does Flash time mean in this episode? Why are they using it? Well, since they've only got 12 hours left, Flash time is a very convenient thing, a very convenient power we have this season that got introduced this season that will make a miraculous difference, hopefully, in this episode, in order for Caitlin and Cisco to kind of get near Barry's level to help defeat DeVoe, since, you know, they can't spend days training to stop DeVoe, but entering Flash time means they get quite a bit more time. Now, it also looks like they have some stuff figured out on the board. We see the Flash suit there, and we see Barry kind of nodding his head up and down, kind of like, you know, the vibes of, you know, I kind of see where you're going with this. Now, we can't really make out exactly what is going on, I believe, in this photo in the trailer, but maybe, I don't know, this is a wild guess, entering Flash time obviously exhausts Barry quite a lot. Maybe there's something that they can come up with that allows Barry to enter Flashtime a little bit more easily, because considering they've only got 12 hours to go and entering Flashtime will really slow Barry down in terms of his energy levels, and especially bringing Caitlyn and Cisco in, maybe they can make it a little bit easier for him. I would love to know your thoughts on that. Plus, we do see Iris say to Barry, you know, what are you willing to do for the world? But the main part I'm on about in this scene is we see her holding a device. Now, it does look a little bit like an interdimensional extrapolator kind of thing. Either way, it does look like that. You know, the ability to breach to different Earths for people like Supergirl and even Leo Snart from Earth X. However, why would they need that in this episode? I don't know. Maybe it just looks like it and it is a different device. I'm not sure. Why is Iris holding it? I would love to know your thoughts. Now, I love the effects. I just love speedster effects so much. When Barry and Cisco and Caitlyn are standing there, and I think he's trying to enter them into Flashtime, but we see in the background, I can't work out what it says because what I'm looking at right now is a bit blurry. It says like Trace Flash, or you would have thought Team Flash, but I swear that looks like a trace or something. Maybe it's tracing something to do with them entering Flashtime, but either way, it looks like they can't really handle it at the minute, or it's just not converging over to them as easily as they want it to. Now, I'm pretty sure instead of saying I'm pretty sure Barry's saying we're not ready to use Flashtime instead in terms of like the team as a whole, because it doesn't seem to be working out. I bet they're going to try it again, and Barry's going to probably get a bit sick, which is in the point of the episode where you probably think, I don't want to risk their lives. If Flashtime isn't working, then I need to go solo because I do not want to risk another death like Ralph Dibny. And maybe we see a little bit of that here, and I think Caitlyn and Cisco will be going on anyway, because I want to talk about a couple of the promo photos in a second. But it looks like Barry is marching into the place where Fallout is being held by the Thinker, the actual, I believe, heart of the Thinker's plan, where it's all being powered by Fallout. We see Barry running in, and maybe this is a solo moment. I'm not sure, but I still think they're going to go in as a team by the end. And I just love that line from the Thinker when he says, God said, let there be light, and, you know, let there be light. And I think maybe he might be trying to fire some dark matter, maybe like a test beam to the world at one part of the world. I'm not sure. That'd be probably too much, one part of the world having their minds rebooted. So maybe this is the beginning of it, and Team Flash do prevent the beginning of the Enlightenment. I'm not sure, because it does look like it's booting up here. It looks like Fallout is going to generate, because what he's being used for is generating the power for this whole Age of Enlightenment plan, so that, you know, the satellites do fire the dark matter beams. I have to admit, I thought for some reason that was the Thinker when I was first watching this trailer, but no, that's definitely Fallout. We know that's why he got captured. We know that's where he's been this whole time. But yeah, this just looks so exciting. It looks so comic booky with those wires coming down. It kind of reminds me of when the Thinker has, you know, had the wires in the chair above him connected to his brain, but it's not quite that, but I definitely think it's homage to it. Now, we do also have Diggle coming in this episode, and we don't see any of him in the trailer. Maybe he doesn't have a huge part to play. Obviously, this is all about the Argus facility. We know, obviously, Lila and Diggle have a lot to do with Argus, so he is probably going to be somewhat very helpful there. But also, the other thing I want to talk about is it looks like Caitlyn's like a mini vibe or something. Now, I'm not sure this is going to trigger her Killer Frost powers. Now, we obviously got very heavily teased with that in the last episode, that it's all kind of placebo, and maybe she can unlock it. But maybe Cisco does come up with something that, just like how he needed like to get his adrenaline going for Vibe back in the day on the show, maybe this taps into something that allows Caitlyn to temporarily activate some Killer Frost powers in her. Maybe she can't fully blend in with Killer Frost yet, but maybe this does let her use her cold powers, which would be really cool. But I love the design. It is a bit newbie, but it's also kind of retro-y, steampunky cool. Either that, or I just think it's something Cisco has made for her that she can use to obviously be of some help, and maybe something to do with the cold gun, but made mini, so she can disperse it out. So she's kind of like a fake Killer Frost while still being helpful, but maybe I'm hoping that it taps in, just like his gear taps into his Vibe powers, but taps in for Caitlyn. But other than that, guys, the other promo photos are just more of similar. I believe this is the Argus facility, or maybe one of the facilities where Devoe tries to break in. If not, they are obviously going to try and be breaking or stopping this Fallout generating the power and activating the Age of Enlightenment plan. So I would love to know your thoughts on what you think is going on in these promo photos if it isn't the case. Other than that, guys, that is the breakdown. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the trailer. Let me know if you think I missed anything out, but let's just mainly discuss what we think is going to happen in this episode. I am super hyped, and also just let me know if that trailer got you super hyped as well. I think it would be pretty hard for these last two episodes to not be a good hit, because if they're not, oh my god, but I'm pretty sure they will be. I think the stakes are too high for it not to be very, I don't know, tense and kind of on the edge of your seat at times, which I'm really hoping for. So guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel once again, and also leave a like on it if you enjoyed it. It really does help the video and the channel out. I of course want to say thank you to all my patrons for supporting me. If you're curious, the link is at the top of my description to my Patreon page if you want to check it out, see some of the rewards you get if you pledge. I do have all other links in the description, guys, like my social media, my Discord server. But apart from that, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.